Tuesday through Saturday. Your news is a service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns is buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ethan Thomas on KIX 102.5.
It's going to be sunny today with highs around 75, and tonight clear with lows down around 52. Tuesday is going to be sunny with highs near 66 and lows down around 39. And then Wednesday a little cooler with highs only into the upper 50s, lows down around the lower 40s. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states. It's 43 in Neosho, 30 in Pittsburgh, and 40 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app. Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Baylor from Neosho.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Baylor. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can go to the KIX website, to the Morning KIX page. There's a button on there that you can hit that'll tell you how to upload your audio. We've got $1,177.50 up for grabs with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound in just 19 minutes. All you have to do is be calling number 5 at 720 and tell us what the sound is to win all the cash. From the 4 states, number 1 per country, KIX 102.5. Morning, everybody. I'm looking where this is. Yeah, it's all right. How is everyone? How was your weekend? I am trying to finish up a couple of calls here.
Yeah, I guess that qualifies. That's a pocket. Baby raccoon.
Yeah, okay, I'm done. Woohoo! What else do I need? Is that everything? I think that's everything. I have been scrambling since I got here. Congratulations, by the way, to our big game giveaway. First place, the stand play, is Chris Younger from Webb City. Second place, Keith Sykes from Carl Junction. And third place, Michelle Sledge from Webb City. We also have our pro football pick'em winner. The final weekly winner was Richard Manar, M-A-N-A-R, Manar, of Baxter Springs. And they're going to be determining the overall season grand prize winner. That'll be done later today, and hopefully we'll have that announced for you tomorrow. Oh, my gosh, I had a crazy, crazy busy weekend. Morning, Gary. Morning, Jimmy. Morning, Megan. Christy. Shia. La, 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 la. Morning, Bryson. So, hold on. I got pictures. This is what I did on Saturday. That's my daughter's car, and we built the brakes on the front of it. So I got to tell you a little bit more about that. There's a better shot of it. There's my daughter putting a new rotor on. Look at her. I was very proud of her because she took the impetus. I did not push her to do this. And I said, I'll help you. And so I have jack stands and everything. So look at her. How many kids today do you know would bother rebuilding their own brakes? And she did it. And then she called me the next morning, Sunday morning. Look at her. Luckily, thankfully the weather was nice, but she called me Sunday morning and she said, Dad, it's making a knocking noise. And I'm like, what could be doing that? I don't know what could be making a knocking noise on that. And so I looked it up. I thought, hey, just see what Google says about this. Google said number one reason that brakes would be, that there would be becoming a knocking noise after having your brakes rebuilt is not having your lug nuts on tight. And I thought, she tightened those because what we did is when we were taking them down, we got the tires on and everything. I got the jack stands out. And I said, just snug them up tight. I said, you can tighten them up after we get it down on the ground. So safer that way, And so I was letting the jack down. And as soon as I got done, I went around to the other side and did the same thing. Wheel, I just took it for granted that she would be tightening it up. She had the wrench. She didn't tighten that side up. So it was hand only on that one side. The other one I got because I just tightened it up right after I got through lowering the last one. They were only hand tightened, and they weren't even tightened. When she came over, we went down a side street, and I walked alongside her car, and I could hear some clunk, 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 clunk like that. And I'm like, I don't know what would be causing that. And the brakes were working fine. So I said, pull up in the driveway. We'll take it off. We'll look at it. She thought it was the clips that go on the brake pads on your disc brakes. And I just got out my jack stuff, and I thought, well, I'll loosen these lug nuts before I jack the car up. So I'm not, pulling on it with it on a jack. And I put the lug on there, and it went, whoop, and I was like, and so I checked with my hand, and I could tighten them with my hand. They were that loose. And she had been planning to go to Tulsa yesterday. I was like, you would have died. So anyway, she did a good job. Then, yesterday, we went and bought a new couch. So I spent all day yesterday and let me tell you, we got a Randy Brooks couch, okay? So we've been talking about replacing our old sectional. By the way, anybody need to buy a sectional? I have one for sale. Cheap. It is a Italian leather, rich Corinthian leather sectional. Did I say sexual? It's not a sexual. It's a sectional. Two totally different things. I think you can buy both of those, but I only have the sectional for sale. Let's clarify. This is the one I have for sale. It's a smaller sectional, not a smaller sexual, which is a whole other thing, too. A smaller sectional, it's what's called a love seat sectional. So it fits in smaller rooms, which my house is full of nothing but smaller rooms. So, and it's about, I forget how old it is, but it's leather, and the leather has some wear on it. Not bad. It's still in good shape, but the leather has some cracked areas, some peeling area, not peeling, just cracked areas, and you can see them. I can show pictures of them. This is what the leather looks like. It just looks like old leather. And it's kind of a gray, brownish color. Shiala, I would sell that for $500. It was a like $7,000 or $8,000 sectional. So a very, very, very expensive sectional, but I would sell it for $500 if somebody wanted it. It's two pieces, so you'd need a truck, good sized truck to be able to haul it in. But anyway, we've been talking about replacing that one. Oh, I got to take a break. Hold on, because I want to show you the one I got. KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:09. It's going to be sunny today with highs around 75, and we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes. Plus, we've got your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound at 7:20, $1,177.50. If you can be caller number 5 at 7:20 and tell us what the sound is. Here's Billy Currington on KIX 102.5. I said 500 or best offer. Here's another shot of the couch. You can see. So it's overstuffed. And the one we got is this one. Which looks very similar in the picture. It's because the lighting in that room is always dark. We like it dark in our living spaces. That way we can't see each other. And it's a very different color. It's more of a, what would you call it? They call it Venetian honey, the color. And we didn't originally intend to buy a couch immediately. We knew we were planning on getting one sometime soon. But we went out to eat Friday night, and while we were going out, we stopped by one of the furniture stores here in town and just thought, hey, let's just go see what they have. And we went in and first started looking at some of the ridiculous styles. There was this waffle-looking velvety material on it. I was like, who would want that? But anyway, there was that. There was tuck and roll, like old 50s car upholstery on a couch. Who would have that in their house? And then there was this thing, and I was not super impressed by this at first. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's a nice sectional, but it's kind of plain. And the guy said, sit down on it. So I did, and he gave me a remote and showed me a couple of buttons. It has massage, not vibrating, massage, but the actual fingers that go up and down your back. And it has heat, and it has power recliner, and it has speakers in the headrest, and it has haptic feedback, which is like when the sub vibrates, bass vibrates, it vibrates. 14 speakers inside this couch. 14! And the haptic feedback, the vibrations. It's unbelievable. And you can program like positions for the recliner so that when you sit down, you just hit a button, it goes to your favorite spot. It has even the headrest is powered on it. Yeah, I love it. So anyway, we had to get it, of course. So yesterday, it was, how many pieces were there? There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, the top came off of each piece. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 pieces. Took me 3 trips back and forth to the furniture store to haul it all home and then reassemble it, which I didn't pay very close attention when they were talking about how all the wiring and everything. It's got a lot of wiring in this chair. Each recliner chair probably has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10 or 11 different wiring connector points in it. And that's just on the recliners. And then the others will have anywhere from 4 to 6 wiring points. So I didn't pay really close attention. So when my wife and I got home, we start trying to figure out how all the chairs are connected together, of course, trying to figure out how that worked. And we got hung up on this one. Of course, the chair on the end has a wire that does not connect to anything. But I thought it should have to connect to something. So for over half an hour, I sit there agonizing over what to do with those cords before I finally just took a shot in the dark, hooked stuff up, and surprise, it worked. So anyway, yeah, I think it's Shala. Absolutely. There are no serious stains on this chair or anything like that. It has normal leather wear, and I would be happy for any of you guys to come see it. Any of you guys, anybody that I didn't know real well, I'd want to take pictures up close of the areas. This is the one that recently I rebuilt the internal structure, remember? And we put a new covering on the bottom. And I have put leather conditioner on it about twice a year ever since we got it. It's still a good couch, and it still would be fine. I mean, we didn't really need to replace it. We just had been wanting to for a while. And that 500 that we have on it is not really set in stone. So, I mean, I would entertain offers. So, I didn't get like hardly any rest at all this weekend. I didn't get around and get ready until, here's a better shot of that couch that we got. That was on the showroom floor. And I took that picture and took it home and used AI. There's a picture of my wife sitting on it. I took AI and used that, and I said, take the couch in the first photo and replace the couch in the second photo with that one. And it did it, in fact, so that I could see what it looked like. This is why AI is useful if you use it right. So look at this. Here's a picture of the old couch in my home. Okay? And I told AI to do that, and this is what AI did. Which let me see how it was going to look in our living room, which, how handy is that? There's another shot of it. And I'm like, that, now AI is useful for that. Now, when I tried to tell it to do it the other way, it changed it from a sectional to a regular couch. Shoved it over against the wall, changed the carpeting, changed a whole bunch of things. And I'm like, apparently it gets drunk after the third image request. So anyway, there was my weekend. Maple Leaf Furniture Company in Carthage. I've never heard of Maple Leaf Furniture Company, Daniel. Do they not advertise? I have never heard of them. Are they new? Sounds like they need to advertise. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Got your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound after Mitchell Tenpenny on KIX 102.5. I mean, if I've not heard about a business in the 4 states working in marketing and advertising, that's usually a pretty good indicator that you're not marketing and advertising very well. I mean, I've never even heard of them, so... how would I know to go see them if I had not heard of them? Word of mouth is highly overrated, I think. They do sponsored Facebook ads, and yet I've never heard of them, which tells you a little bit about the effectiveness of sponsored Facebook. For one thing, Facebook has such a stigma surrounding it, around anything concerning Facebook ads. People realize there are so many scammers and spammers on Facebook ads that they don't trust anything that they see advertised on Facebook. 2 years old. He said they've been around for 2 years. Man, I wish I would have known about them, but like I said, I've never heard of them. Do they buy furniture? They want to buy an old sectional? So anyway, I've got now, that's another thing. So we had club chairs on the other side of the living room. And this chair is just a little bit bigger than our old sectional. So we've decided to get rid of one of those club chairs. Or at least put it in storage and only bring it out when we need it. You know, when we have that big a number of people in the house. And we're replacing the other one with a new one that we ordered last night. Because... got to be the right color, right? And so I look like a furniture warehouse out in my solarium sunroom right now. I've got the 2 pieces of that sectional out there, and then I've got the other club chairs. You literally cannot walk into that room. It's just a wall of furniture back there. Until I find out somebody who wants this sectional. Good gosh. Facebook is unable to post. Unbelievable. Facebook and Instagram today are not posting for some reason. This is the 3rd time I have tried to put up the y'all ain't gonna believe this. Unbelievable. Hold on. Got to get this fixed. Nope. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be into the mid-70s, and we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes. But right now, it is time for you to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound, $1,177.50. That could be yours if you can be caller number 5 at 623-1025 and tell me, what is this sound? 623-1025. Be caller number 5 and tell me what it is to win all the cash from the 4 states number 1 for cash. Nope, not going to be able to post it today. It won't do it. And I'm way too busy to look into why. Hi there, Morning KIX. You're caller number 1. Hi, Morning KIX. You are caller number 2. Hi there, Morning KIX. You're caller number 3. Hi, Morning KIX. You're caller number 4. Hi, Morning KIX. Who is this?
This is Jordan.
Jordan, where are you from?
Carl Junction.
Jordan from Carl Junction. You are caller number 5. All right, Jordan, $1,177.50. That could be yours if you can tell me, what is this sound?
Okay. Is it tools falling down a set of stairs?
She says tools falling down a set of stairs for $1,177.50. Jordan, that is not it. Oh, Jordan. We're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, though, making it $1,202.50 and give you another chance to guess and win tomorrow morning at 7:20.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Jordan. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I have a little window where I can take care of all that Facebook stuff, and if it doesn't happen in that window, it just does not get done. I don't know why, but Instagram will not accept video content today. Let's go look and see if I can. One more time. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to tell. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country, looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound. Jordan from Carl Junction, you are caller number 5.
Woohoo!
All right, Jordan, $1,177.50. That could be yours if you can tell me, what is this sound?
Okay. Is it tools falling down a set of stairs?
She says tools falling down a set of stairs for $1,177.50. Jordan, that is not it. Oh, Jordan. We're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, though, making it $1,202.50 and give you another chance to guess and win tomorrow morning at 7:20.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, just don't have time. No Instagram post today. Which I did go home and experiment a little bit more with the whole Chat GPT thing on Friday, doing our graphics, our images for our posts, for our topics, and for the y'all ain't gonna believe this news headline, and actually worked ahead and made 2 or 3 for today. So I've already got the ones done for today. I've already got the topic scheduled and posted. Working ahead. Morning, Sue's Booze. Yes, it's drinking day, Kathy. That's right. Oh, my gosh. So what did you do this weekend? Because I was working on the breaks until I think we got done at around 6:30, 7 o'clock. It was after dark on Saturday. And then by the time I went and took a shower and sat down and ate supper, I think I got to eat supper about 8 o'clock Saturday night. And I was about to fall asleep. I was so tired. And then on Sunday, we started in with the whole couch thing at around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Oh, yeah. And I ran into another thing. Get ready to drink even more. So, here's my couch in my living room, right? Here is my entertainment center. And you know, I'm very partial to my entertainment center. I like my sound system. I have a Denon AVR receiver system that does 7.1 sound, and I have a Klipsch speaker system. So we don't go to the movies at my house because none of the movie theaters have a sound system as good as I do. And I mean, mine sounds better. It's just all there is to it. And if you've ever been to my house and experienced, you're like, yeah, it does. So anyway, I want to run the audio from my system to the input on the back of the couch, which my couch sits in the middle of the living room. So we're like, how am I going to get the sound from the television, from the receiver deal to the couch so that I can have audio coming out of the speakers inside the couch as well as the ones that are around the room? Well, they run what's called an aux plug, an auxiliary plug, which looks a lot like a headphone cable plug, the little one, like you'd use on a headphone jack. And you would run that cable out of your receiver, go over and plug it into your couch. And it would give audio to all the speakers there. It also has Bluetooth. My couch has Bluetooth. How ridiculous do I feel saying that? But there's no way for me to run Bluetooth from my receiver, so I have to run a line. So I get to looking on the back of my receiver. Well, it does not have an aux out. Everything is HDMI on this receiver. So it's meant to go from television and component devices that have HDMI or HDMI ARC, which is HDMI runs video, sound. There's all sorts of stuff can go through HDMI. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? For one thing, I'm going to have to buy a cable, whatever it is, that is over 50 foot long, because it's going to have to go up the wall, over the living room, over to the side wall, down through the inside of that wall, then out, then come through the carpeting under that, over where it's closest to the couch to go up into the couch. Fun. So I get the aux cable, then realize there is no aux output on my receiver. And so they make something called an HDMI breakout box. It's an HDMI audio splitter, and it will convert HDMI audio to RCA jacks or quarter-inch jacks like this, or 3.5 jack like a aux jack is. And then you can also send the HDMI signal from out of that into whatever. So, and it took me forever last night to figure this out. So it's going to do HDMI out of the TV into this breakout box. Then the HDMI will come out of that to go to the audio receiver that powers the speakers. And then there is an aux out of that breakout box that will go through the wall, over the ceiling, down the wall, into the couch. Which I don't have all that stuff yet. I had to look that up, research that, find that out. And they're not super expensive. They're like $25, $30 for one of those breakout boxes. But you have to wait for it to come in, so it won't be in until tomorrow. Sarara says, don't tell Jason. Our washer and dryer have Bluetooth. My couch has Bluetooth. So you have to get a converter cable. Well, you couldn't get a converter cable for it, Sue's Booze, because there is no HDMI to audio cable. It's HDMI to HDMI. I don't even think there is cable that will convert from HDMI to like the new HDX or whatever the new video type is. Right? I did not realize. I did not think that through. I didn't even think to ask the guys at the store, hey, How do you connect audio to this? So, and it did not come with a manual. So I had to go online and look it up. And the only name I could find anywhere was on the remote controls that come with the couch. So I looked up the name on the remote control and did find a way to connect Bluetooth. So I actually have my phone connected to it last night, and it was playing music out of the speakers. And it's so weird because there's no bass sub in this couch, but it doesn't need one because it vibrates. So it has these little sensors that vibrate with the bass where there would be bass. So it fools you into thinking you're hearing bass, even though there is no actual bass with the signal. But your body, if you stand up, the bass goes away. If you sit down on the couch, it comes back because you can feel it. It's so weird. Kathy's drinking. Yeah, having to drink. I told you, I warned you, Kathy. Hopefully you're not driving anywhere. Oh, she said the washer and dryer don't have Bluetooth. They have Wi-Fi. I can understand that. I mean, between our refrigerator and this couch now. Christy's got you, Kathy. She'll help you walk. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Got some information about the Olympics in case you didn't watch any of those over the weekend that we'll tell you about right after Dierks Bentley on KIX 102.5. Did you guys, anybody watch the Olympics over the weekend? I thought, and it was kind of cool how they were running promos with Lindsey Vonn in them. After she fell, she had already hurt her leg, and then she fell and broke her leg. Had to have surgery over the weekend. In fact, emergency surgery on her leg after she broke it. She knew she shouldn't have been skiing after the preliminary run, and she got injured during it. She fell first during the preliminary run last week, and then over the weekend tried to actually compete in the Olympics and fell again, and this time broke her bone, and then they had to do surgery on it. And they were running promos of her, tearfully saying, I can't believe this is the end for me, because this was going to be her last Olympic effort. She's just aged herself out of it, and she realized she was going to have to retire after this. So this was her last attempt, and she was bemoaning that fact and kind of mourning it a little bit. And it was very touching watching her cry. She said, I would keep doing it forever if I could. Kind of choked me up a little bit. I'm like, let her ski. Don't we have a splint or something where the girl can ski? Come on. So anyway, I've got some updates. I've got some updates from over the weekend. Yeah, skiing with a mangled knee apparently is a bad idea. Yeah. So we'll talk about that. And also, did you know that for those countries that don't medal, because there are some that never, ever, ever, ever have medaled. Hold on, I got to get that ready. There it is. It's DJ. What's going on, ma'am? You want to come in and sit? Yeah, bring a chair around here where you can see. Guys, I'm going to put him on camera in a little bit, but this is going to be KIX's most recent DJ, which ironically his name is DJ because his parents had that intended for him from the very beginning. We're on camera right here. DJ the DJ. I don't know how that worked out, but he is going to be setting in this morning and watching how things are running a little bit. And so we were talking about the Olympic medals, or the countries that have never won a medal. There's over 70 countries that have never medaled. Over 70. So we'll talk a little bit about that here in about 7 seconds. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 734. It is going to be sunny today with highs around 75, and we'll give you a look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in just 25 minutes. Also, in the next hour, we're going to be talking about the weirdest thing that you ever found in a pocket. Doesn't have to be your pocket, it can be someone else's pocket. Although, what are you doing with your hands in someone else's pocket, you weirdo? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. So the Olympics over the weekend, and with the Super Bowl happening, they kind of got a little overshadowed, but it does look like that Lindsey Vonn is completely done now. I guess trying to ski with a mangled knee is a bad idea. Who knew, right? So she crashed out of the women's downhill competition at the Winter Olympics 9 days after rupturing ligaments in her left knee. She had successfully completed 2 training runs, but she crashed early in her run. She was tended to for a lengthy period on the slope before being airlifted off the piste. So she was kind of pieced off the slopes, as it were. Who's paying for all these helicopter rides she keeps taking, too? She wanted the gold, but instead she had lots of purple and blue. They did have to do emergency surgery on her leg over the weekend. Also, a hot mic, a mic that was on, they didn't know was on, caught an NBC broadcaster and the former professional snowboarder Todd Richards saying that the men's snowboarding big air finals on Saturday were boring. So Peacock broadcast cut to a commercial break, but before they were fully away, viewers heard him say, that was so boring. The qualifier was way more exciting. This was the 6th Winter Olympics that he's worked at as a commentator, and probably the last one. You want help passing the time? Go get stoned with Snoop Dogg or something. They quickly transferred him over to the curling competition where the word boring is perfectly acceptable. And everybody's like, well, yeah, it's curling. So we also got to wondering how many countries have never even medaled at the Olympic. Believe it or not, over 70 countries have never, ever won a medal at the Olympics. So we were wondering, what did they get? Is there something for them? Well, it turns out there is.
Attention Olympians. So you didn't win a medal. Not everyone can be a winner. Or can they? Because you made it to the Olympics. And that's why you're receiving an official Olympic Certificate of Participation. Yes, Armenia. Yes, Lithuania. Yes, even you, Trinidad and Tobago. You'll all be receiving this fine framed document printed on coated 100% cotton bond that says, this is to certify that blank was an active participant in the Olympic Games. Signed, the Olympics. Even the typeface is all scrolly, so you know it's official. Think how proud you'll feel once this fully 8 by 12-inch document is hanging on your trophy wall. Not everyone can be a winner, but nobody is a loser, because they have an official Olympic Certificate of Participation from Mommy's Little Snowflake Incorporated, a division of Cottle Industries.
Okay, there we go. I do have headphones over there if you want to listen, or who knows, we might put you on the air. You can also watch the screens that I'm doing on there, but a lot of what happens is on this screen. So if you want to watch that, you're more than welcome to bring a chair around here and sit down.
I can watch on that side.
Okay, yeah, you can. You won't be able to see this computer, but you can see that one. Yep. Okay, DJ's going to be watching. I'm going to be trying to corrupt him, but he is going to be working overnights on KIX starting this Wednesday. Is that right? Yes. Wednesday morning. He will be the new official. So if you really want to laugh and point at him, your first opportunity to do so will be this Wednesday morning from midnight to 6. So congratulations, DJ. Wait a minute. I've got a camera on him here. You want to be on camera? Here we go. There's DJ. And if you'll pull that mic around, they can actually hear you talk now. There you go. It's a little closer because Jen's been gone and somebody's been messing with these. Oh, I just pushed it down and hit somebody. Let's try this. There he is. Look how perfectly centered that is now. That's nice. Oh, my gosh. We've been talking couches. We've been talking Olympics, Super Bowl. So what did everybody think about the Super Bowl? Did you watch it? Did you watch it, DJ?
No.
I didn't either. I was busy putting a couch together. Let me get over here and watch comments. I did not watch. I tell you what, Shiala, I did. I went back and watched the halftime show after it was over. I intended to pop on and watch the halftime show. I had it on Peacock, but then we turned the TV off when I started trying to wire up sound. And by the time I came back on, it was in the third quarter, and I had missed it. So I went back and watched it afterward. Christy went and watched the Kid Rock halftime show, where was that at, Christy? I saw that advertised. It was Kid Rock and a number of other artists. That it was the alternative halftime show. But I will say what I saw of Bad Bunny, who I'm not a fan of, but I will say he put on a really good show. It was really, really entertaining. Sarara didn't like it. I will say I didn't understand a word they said, and I was a little confused. So he married a couple during the halftime show. It was just some random couple, but they actually got married in the halftime ceremony. Also, ironically, he carried a football all during the performance, and they measured how far he walked during, all over the place during the halftime show. Turns out he rushed more yards than the Patriots did yesterday. I'm not making that up. He did 132 yards, they said, and I think the Patriots only did like 70 or 80. Megan cooked and cleaned. Sarara watched the game. Christy watched it. How many people did not watch the Super Bowl, any of it yesterday, besides me? And I saying I didn't watch any. That's not true. I did pop on. I checked out the third quarter score, and then I saw at the end of the game, where Seattle... I will say they did a lot of scoring there in the third and fourth quarter. Things begin to finally move. But there it was, third quarter, and New England hadn't even scored yet. So, yeah, it was kind of slow moving there for a little bit. Turning Point USA. That's Steven saying Kid Rock played on Turning Point USA. What is Turning Point USA? Turning Point. Okay, that's the. Yeah, but where was it streamed? I mean, I understand Turning Point. That's Charlie Kirk's deal, and that's his organization. But where could you watch it? Millions watched the Kid Rock show. Though it wasn't just, it was over 6.1 million tuned over and watched Kid Rock instead of Bad Bunny. But I will say, I watched the Bad Bunny halftime, and he is a consummate entertainer. He did a really, really good job. It's not my style of music. I was not a fan, but he did a good job. Okay, Shiala said they watched it on YouTube. Cool. Only commercial I have watched is the Budweiser one. Okay, now I've got a list of the commercials compiled here I put together. And if you want to hear some of them, I can play you some of the audio. So, Raisin Bran, I like the Raisin Bran commercial. Did you see that? DJ, did you watch any of the commercials?
Yeah, I think I saw the Raisin Bran.
The William Shatner one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Will Shat. So here's just a little clip of the Raisin Bran one.
Will Shadd here, bringing fiber to the masses with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Will Shadd?
Every darn day.
Whoa.
Will Shadd in the house. It's fiber time. Is that dog a Shih Tzu? Will Shadd on the car! You're too old for this, Kellogg's Raisin Bran. High fiber, happy gut.
I can't believe it got away with that. Is that dog a Shih Tzu? Will Shadd on the car. It was a pretty good wordplay, you have to admit. So then there was the Bosch Tool ones with Guy Fieri. Did you see him? He was dressed normal. I did not know who it was at first. I did not catch when he said, hey, this is Guy for or whatever at the beginning. He was dressed like a normal person.
I'm just a guy. But when I use my Bosch appliances, I feel like more than just a guy. I feel like Guy. Same goes to these Bosch Power.
So I did not realize that was him until they showed the second, first. Because when he's dressed normal without the hair and everything, doesn't look like Guy Fieri at all. And then there was the Novartis prostate. Did you see that one?
No.
This was about the tight end. So Rob Gronkowski promoted getting a prostate cancer screening, and this is how that went.
Have you ever in your life seen tight ends this relaxed? I am so relaxed.
You know, they're laying there, and Gronk's got his hair all out and everything.
You know what these tight ends are so relaxed about? Prostate cancer screenings.
Okay, so there was that. Then there was Andy Samberg as Neil Diamond for Hellman's Mayonnaise.
I was born in this deli. Ham, touching cheese, touching you. Sweet sandwich time.
And then there was the Manscaped commercial for the piles of hair.
Once I danced upon your chest, covered your pecs, I did my best.
I was your scruff, your loyal friend, sworn to protect your dimpled chin.
But with Manscaped, I've met my demise.
And then there was the Redfin Rocket Mortgage with Lady Gaga.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor.
That was Lady Gaga singing on that commercial. Duncan had, that was kind of an interesting one. The one with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez and Matt Damon. Of course, Matt Damon's going to be there.
He's here.
Affleck on the track.
What up, Bronx? For your consideration, here comes the Boston Massacre.
So there was that. Then there was the Xfinity Jurassic Park one.
John, I can't get Jurassic Park back online without...
Whoa, this place is awesome. By the way, you should have plugged this in.
Ta-da! That's all it took. So anyway, yeah, I've got like 10 more that were from there. There was the row, Serena Williams showing off the 35-pound weight loss. Instacart had bananas, the Benson Boom Ben Stiller one. That might be worth hearing a little bit of.
Instacart lets you choose your bananas. Get them just how you like. Instacart lets you choose your bananas. From green to extra ripe.
There you go. So that was most of them. The only one I didn't really hit was the Grubhub, Eat the Fees. George Clooney telling everybody you don't have to eat the fees.
For the final course, we have...
Hold on. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Here's Dylan Scott on KIX 102.5. Okay, so we're back to the George Clooney.
The fees.
Oh, no. You don't have to eat the fees.
Who will eat the fees? Who will eat the fees?
So, I don't know if any of those were your favorites or if you liked any of those. Did anybody like those especially? He said, what, Shiala was like, what was up with the Ben Affleck or Alec commercial? What that was it was a Dunkin' commercial, which I swear I think Ben Affleck owns stock in the Dunkin' commercial because he does a lot of the Dunkin' Donut commercials, which we don't have a Dunkin' around here, so we don't see a lot of them. But on the national campaigns, him. And then there's a rule. Whenever Ben Affleck is in something, Matt Damon also has to be in that. That's a law of nature. You don't mess with that, okay, Shiala? You always have to have Matt Damon with Ben Affleck. They're joined at the hip or some other anatomy part that's in that area. And then Jennifer Lopez, of course, who used to be married to Ben Affleck, and they've had a very contentious relationship. So it was kind of funny that they had her in that with him trying to get her back or whatever. Okay, so since Seattle won, I thought we would congratulate them as only we can. Oh my gosh, if I can find the thing in time. Here it is. Yay. So I prepared. I went to a lot of work to get, hey, will you listen and see if your headphones, can you hear? Is it too loud?
Yeah, kind of.
It's too loud. Let me turn that down. See if that's better. Put them on. See, that's Jen's headphones, but you're welcome to use them. I said so.
I said so.
They should turn around. Yeah, flip them and then spin it. There you go.
Maybe.
See if that's too loud. Up or down?
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So that you'll be able to hear. So we have that, and then I've got a song. I don't know if I want to do the song or the bit, or maybe just the bit, or both the bit and the song. I don't know. We'll see what happens. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 750. Playing the part of Jen Fox today is DJ the DJ. How's it going, DJ?
Pretty good. How are you?
DJ, by the way. See how I do that? That's poetry. It's just falling out of my mouth. DJ is the newest member of the KIX family who will be starting as our new overnight jock this Wednesday morning. So Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, he's going to be on starting at midnight, going to 6, right?
Right.
All right. So, and he's in here this morning to see how not to do radio, and I'm showing him all the things he should not do because that's what I'm best at. So, did you watch the Super Bowl over the weekend? A lot of people did not. In fact, they're saying now that especially the halftime show, that over 6 million people switched over to YouTube to watch Kid Rock's alternative halftime performance rather than watch the Bad Bunny one. I will say I popped in to watch the Bad Bunny performance, didn't understand a word of it, but he is a really, really good performer. It's not my style of music, but he did do a really good performance. I waited until after the Super Bowl and went back and watched a replay of it. I will say also the Kid Rock show was really, really good too. So whatever you watched, you got a good show regardless of where it was at. Now, however, the football game, by the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, it did begin to get a little interesting. But we went to a lot of trouble to prepare a special congratulatory message for the Seattle Seahawks. Listen to this.
This station honors the best team in football with this generic feature we definitely did not produce last Friday and hastily completed moments ago because we didn't want to work late on Super Sunday with a beer buzz. Congratulations to the
Seattle Seahawks,
the winners of Super Bowl
LX,
which is the Roman numeral for
60.
So congratulations once again to the
Seattle Seahawks.
And better luck next year to the
New England Patriots.
See, we got that all ready for you. And for everybody who has decided to take the day off of work as the day after Super Bowl, we've got a special way to salute you.
I don't want to work after the Super Bowl on Monday.
Woo!
The United States should make it a national holiday.
Ate a lot and drank a case of beer. I'm tired and hungover. Happens every year.
Watching the game, hanging out with my friends. We stayed up too late and now I don't want to go in because I don't want to work after the Super Bowl on Monday. I've got a headache. This should be a national holiday.
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Hey, Janet, how are you doing? Janet is on from Michigan. Where you from in Michigan, Janet? We've got to get all your personal information and details so that we can go open a mortgage with it later. No, I'm kidding. We would not do that, Janet. I just wanted to know where you're from.
That's one of my friends.
Janet? You know Janet? Yeah. Oh, she's on here to see DJ.
Yeah.
So where's she from in Michigan?
I just know Michigan. I don't know where in Michigan.
Oh, that's some friend, DJ. Yeah, he knows all about her. Janet Fletcher. Janet, thanks so much for coming on. Which, by the way, I don't know if you can see the Facebook's not pulled up over there, but you can pull up Facebook. Yeah, you can see the comments. Or YouTube. Most people watch on YouTube. Or on Twitch, or on the KIX website, or wherever. Yeah, I think so too, Suze Booze. It got interesting at the end, but up until that point, Hey, Suze, did you have your trial over the weekend? I can't remember when you said you were going back to court. I didn't think it was this weekend. It's later, isn't it? Later in the month? So now as we look ahead, we're getting ready for Valentine's Day, which is this Saturday. So we're going to be reminding you of that all week. But I thought we'd take a little break from all of it today. So in the next hour, we're going to be talking about the weirdest thing you've ever found in your pocket or someone else's pocket, and you don't know how it got in there. The 19th. Okay, Sue's Boo's going back to court on the 19th. Janet is from a little town called Mears in Michigan. Let's find out where Mears is. Mears, Michigan. Which is, it is on the lake. Pretty close. Anyway, it's on Highway 31, which it is on Lake Michigan, right on Lake Michigan. It is west of Detroit, quite a ways. So it's right across Lake Michigan from Wisconsin. So you're up in the cold area. Hey, guess how warm it's going to be here today? Because I doubt it's going to be that warm in Michigan. Janet, today it's going to be 75 in Missouri, which is extremely warm for this time of the year. I mean, it's 40 this morning, but it was warm this weekend. Hopefully you got to get outdoors and enjoy the weather a little bit. Did you do anything outside, DJ?
Yeah, hung out outside.
He hung out outside.
Went to the dog park.
Went to the dog park with a dog or just by yourself?
No, with a dog, but not my dog.
Okay, someone else's dog.
Yes.
Someone just randomly selected a house, broke in, stole their dog, and went to the dog park. That's cool too.
Jen, you've changed.
Yeah. Finally.
This is what having a baby does to you. But anyway, good.
Yeah, we're all good.
Is he squared away?
Yeah.
Because he was throwing attitude.
Was he? Was he really? Were you sassing?
No.
Were you sassing? You know what sass gets you, DJ?
What?
Back of my hand. That's what it gets you right there. I will. I constantly tell him my microphone has been bad. Then Daddy pank. Daddy will pank.
He was telling me how disappointed he was that he didn't get to see the streak at the Super Bowl.
Did someone streak at the Super Bowl? I didn't even hear about that.
I was going to say, so if you had that side prop bet,
you made some money on that. Oh, did you hear about the money that was lost, though, in some of the side bets? The coin toss bet? I forget. What's his name? Kardashian. Rob or whatever. Whichever one. He lost over $1 million in a side prop bet. Drake, who supposedly there's a curse associated with him, he also had a $1.6 million bet that he bet on the Patriots to win and lost. So... and there were a lot of those. Whoever did the coin toss one lost, said bet tails, and I guess it was heads, or vice versa. Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
So anyway,
unless you had $1 million.
And yeah, right. It's not my money.
I'll let you be.
Okay.
Again, see if we can get Jen something to eat so she can.
Right. I see. She looks like she's struggling a little bit.
Do something with that hair too.
She did a little too much with that hair. Yes, Megan said pank it real good. Yes, because here I am. And that's the main reason DJ's here, is to see the proper way to sweat over a hot microphone. This is how you sweat over a hot microphone, DJ. I don't know if you knew that's what I do. I sit in here day after day and sweat over this hot microphone. In fact, where is the picture that Megan sent me? I want that back. So Megan sent, oh my gosh, really?
What?
It's just, Facebook is so, I just saw that you messaged me. Is that you? That's not you. Someone else is using your name, DJ Brown, Downtown DJ Brown. That's not you.
What?
Yeah, here's me sweating over a hot microphone. Hold on. See, that's what happens. I put myself at great risk every day, and these people don't appreciate it. Heck no. They are so ungrateful. Oh, Kathy made it. Sue says, are the mics temp hot, really? Yeah, Suze, you can't even touch them. They'll scald you. I mean, the reason the mics are hot and the reason we have to have these things around them is because they're so hot. And they get so hot because there is a certain viscosity that happens when the human voice travels over them at great velocity, great speed, and great volume. And I have a lot of great volume and great velocity. So the diaphragm inside here moves with the vibration of the voice coil receptors, and those voice coil receptors affect the dippling pins. And there's a certain amount of friction that happens between the voice coil receptor and the dippling pin that causes that friction. And so they put this cage thing around it so that you don't accidentally bump it and burn yourself on the hot microphone. What saying did you want with it? What are you talking about, Kathy? I don't know if they're buying any of that or not. That's,
Janet says it's 15 degrees.
15 degrees! Good thing I have this hot microphone to keep me warm. 15 degrees. Well, she does live right by Lake Michigan, so there's a lot of cold air comes off of the lake. Is it still, well, I'm assuming at 15, is the lake frozen at all? His full legal name, Megan says. What? Oh, what saying did I want with it? I do not want my full legal name with it. My full legal name is Randy something Brooks. They don't know what my middle name is. People have been trying to figure out my middle name for years. And DJ needs an update, Randy. An update on what, Suze? It is not. That is not my... Megan, she is a communist here lately. She says my name is Randall Eugene Orville Redenbacher Tallywhacker. It is not. That is not my name. You don't know, Megan. She don't know. I did start trying the Flonase over the weekend. So we've been talking a lot. I've been struggling with a chronic cough, since the day after Christmas. John is watching and listening from Fort Wayne, Indiana. He says it's 15 degrees here, too, and there's no lake near us. So it's just frigid. Maybe it's Gertrude or your ex-wife or someone that's causing that, John. Thanks for being on, John. We appreciate it. Oh, DJ needs an update on the court battle. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Megan knows nothing. She doesn't even know that we have to do the EAS today. So Janet says, partially frozen, a lot of ice around the lighthouse. They do have a lighthouse. I saw that on the map. There's a lighthouse just west of the town that she lives in, right there on the coast next to Michigan. It looks beautiful. I bet it is amazing there during the summer, Janet. Okay, so here's the deal with Sue's Booze. She is in a fight with her ex-boyfriend over custody of their dog. And they've gone to court once over it already. And the guy's trying to take her dog away from her. And I was like, that is so shameful. All you guys that are popping in here that aren't normally on, we let you know that we're on Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch and the KIX website. You can watch the video there or on the KIX app. Yes, KIX has an app. You can watch from 7 to 9 Central Time. And we're on every Monday through Friday on there. And it's just a group of us that hang out. They watch me doing my job. And for some reason, I guess that's interesting enough. They watch me put myself at great risk with this hot microphone. And that's why I sit in here and sweat continuously over it, cranking out the hot country tunes for these people. And they don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate it at all. I should be getting hazard pay right now. But am I? No. DJ, do we get hazard pay? We don't get hazard pay. Nobody appreciates what we do. Why couldn't I have gone into sales? That's what I should have gone into. They have such an easy job. Janet says, come see the Silver Lake sand dunes. Oh, critique DJ's performance? Well, so far it's been great. Oh, hold on. Time for the weather. It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be around 75, unbelievably, and more warm temperatures through the week, although they're not going to be as warm as they are today. Tonight's low is going to be down around 52, and then on Tuesday, sunshine with highs near 66 and lows down around 39. Wednesday, I'll see highs around 60, and Thursday, highs back into the lower 60s. A chance of rain by Thursday night or Friday. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states. It's 43 in Sitka, 43 in Webb City, and 44 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app. So today we're wanting to know, what is the weirdest thing that you've ever found in your pocket or someone else's pocket? 623-1025 to text or tell us, because after the Super Bowl weekend and the Olympics being on, we need something to distract us from the fact that Valentine's Day is this Saturday. So what's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your pocket? Text or tell us at 623-1025. Here's Florida Georgia Line on KIX. Post. I talked out the music bed, actually. That's called posting when you do that. They're like, post. I posted. I don't know why it's called post. I've never known that.
Has a cool name, though.
Post. Yeah. Janet says they have the Jeep invasion there in June, which the Jeep invasion is where there's a number of those. We have a Jeep invasion just south of here that happens every summer. I've only been to one of them, and that was like 15 years ago, back before they got really big and famous. But still, they do off-roading events, and they have a Jeep show. And for anybody who has a Jeep, Dorinda, you can go to these deals, and I think they give out ducks instead of dash plaques at these. John says, do I self-produce the morning show? Who's running the board back there? Fellow radio geek there, John. I'm so sorry to hear that for you. Have you considered other lines of work? No, I'm running everything. John, I can't get DJ to do anything in here. He's supposedly going to help me, but so far he's just sat there and looked at me weird. So, John, let's educate John. We're running an old Wheatstone board, so if you've been in radio, you know what those are. We're running, this is my internet computer over here to my left. And over here to my right, we're running Wide Orbit, which is a horrible, horrible live software, but it's what we've got. I'm running OBS for video back here. And normally, my co-host, Jim Fox, is in here sitting where DJ does, and the cameras do some switching and stuff. But today, we've just kept it on the 2-camera position. But we can do, like, this camera position. We can do this one of just DJ. We can do this one of us together. We can do this one that has a third camera that right now is pointed at the banner for some reason. Camera 4 is this shot. You can see the mixer there, John. Yeah, this is my editing machine, and over here to my right is my on-air machine. So, but yeah, we do everything ourselves. Have a producer. When I worked in Chicago years and years and years and years ago, we had a producer. So all I had to do was answer phone calls and talk to people, which, you know, I'm a master at. But they had union on-air people at that time that would answer phone calls, would handle all of the, not answer the phone calls, would handle all of the production for us. In fact, we weren't allowed to do any of the production because of the union rules. You had to defer to one of your on-air engineers, your broadcast producers, to let them do that for you. Megan likes camera 3. Kathy, yes, get your moonshine back out. So every time I talk about something that they think I obsess over, they get out alcohol and drink because they're a bunch of blushes. Sarava's drinking, Megan's drinking, Christy's drinking. You guys need to join a program or something. Have you ever thought about it? So hopefully that answers your question, John. That is so cool, Janet. I'm so glad you guys came on here today. She said our Jeep invasion takes place on the sand dunes on the tallest one called Mount. I'm assuming that says Fatty. It blocked part of your word. And we have some weird words blocked because of stuff that Megan says. I don't know how she got away with my middle name. In fact, I've got to go back and look at that and see if I can block it. Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did, Megan. I can fix that, Megan. So over here in chat settings, I can put words to block. Ha ha! Now let's see you do it, Megan. Actually, I don't want to. Yeah, Megan says, we are in a program. It's called KIX Live. Happens every weekday, 7 to 9. Well, it's not working, Megan. John says, appreciate the 360 view. He has experience with Simeon and RCS. Yeah, I've used both of those. RCS is an antiquated program, so we just left RCS for G Selector, John. And a lot of these guys in here know what I'm talking about because when we were switching over to that software, I was telling them all about it and updating them. Simeon, I worked on Simeon on a couple of other radio stations that I've worked at. I've been at this one for 20 years, so a long time. I've worked for Zimmer Radio for 20 years and 36 years in radio, which is really sad. Really, really sad. He said he was a producer for a news talk station here until management canned them. That happens a lot, unfortunately, in small radio. Not at this building, not at this company. They're awesome to their employees. He said he was a board operator for the sports station. Now he's a delivery driver. We'll move to Joplin, John.
I told him that.
Yeah, we hire people like that all the time. DJ, for example. Now, DJ is going to school. You go to school at Pitt, right? Yeah. He goes to Pitt State in Pittsburgh. And what year are you?
Sophomore.
He's a sophomore there. And your major is? Communications. Neat enough that he's working here. And he became an intern for us last month? Or was it the month before?
Second week of January.
Second week of January, he became an intern for us and began training, and we were all amazed at his abilities. Not just his ability, but his motivation. He is very self-motivated. So the first time I air checked him, and you guys, they know what an air check is. It's where we go over every little minutia that he does. There are certain things that we do on KIX that are exclusive to KIX, and DJ already knew almost all of them, and nobody had showed them to him. He had just taken the impetus to learn all this stuff himself, just from observance and paying attention. I was really impressed by that. Duh, Randy. Duh, Sue's Boost. Duh, what? Duh. Oh, got it going. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:12. It's going to be sunny today and stupid warm. 75 for the expected high, and we'll tell you more about that with a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes. But we're talking today about the weirdest thing that you've ever found in your pocket or someone else's pocket. I guess if you're in a crowded situation, you could slip your hand over. I don't recommend doing that, but what's the weirdest thing that you've ever found in your pocket? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. Here's Jason Aldean on the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. So, John, I'll let you know the reason you're not hearing the music and everything that's going over the air is because copyright. Facebook would kick us off in a second, as you know. So we have our mono bus on the mixer assigned to send audio to OBS, to our video. And I can choose, like I can turn on the music for you and turn it back off using that mono bus. So I can pick and choose what I want to send to the video. That's how that works. Somebody just sent us a message. Why would you lie about the ratings of the halftime show? Have you got politics? Oh, somebody's mad at me because I said that there were over 6 million people that switched over and watched the Kid Rock show. I'm not going to respond to someone like this. Get your facts at gmail.com. They did it anonymously where I could not respond to it. That's a brave person right there. Wow, really? Nice. Oh, we have a text message. Oh, Felix just put a banner up. Sally Shoemaker responded over the weekend, guys. So you can always text KIX 102.5 at 417-623-1025, courtesy of High Winds Casino. And Sally, let's give a backstory here for those that don't know. Sally was texting us. She said, my guess for the Brain Buster was a library or a drive-in or a hayride. Well, we don't do the Brain Buster on KIX. So the very fact that she texted us with that was a little confusing. So I responded to that with, neither of those are correct. The correct answer was actually Hitler. And then She texted back and said, my friend just told me that Ryan Reynolds bought slot machine from her husband in Pahrump. And I said, that was a typo. He meant to say Ryan Reynolds just got a spanking from her husband on his Pahrump. And then she said, hey, glad you're back this morning. Glad you survived the chili judging contest. I was not part of any chili judging contest. And then she said, somebody there is pretty funny. From my text on January 28th, did whoever sent the text know that Pahrump is really a city near Las Vegas? But you are very funny. I'm going to tell her that's what our mom tells us, too. Okay. Yeah, she's still confused and doesn't realize she's texting KIX. She thinks she's texting Classic Hits, but yeah. Oh, that stupid one about the ratings of the halftime show. Snowflake. That is so ridiculous. I know. Oh, thank you. Yes, Suze. Make sure mic's off. Sarara says, you still want me to come by? Sarara, you're welcome to come by if you want to. Hootie Hoo, by the way, they're talking a little bit about Hootie Hoo on here. Hootie Hoo is on the 20th. So, yeah, we still got about 2 weeks before we get to Hootie Hoo Day. And usually the week after Hootie Hoo Day is when things begin to finally warm up. I don't know, though. I'm thinking to the St. Jude Radiothon in years past, we've actually had snow and ice storms during that before. So, 6, 7. Oh, could be either one. You don't like that? What? Come on. I'm just trying to be, hip like the kids are.
I hear it all day.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
They're still doing that?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe that's still a thing. So, yeah, somebody was a little irritated. But I didn't make the news up. I just told it. I mean, you can go look up Kid Rock, how many people watched the Kid Rock show. And it was 6.1 million people that switched over to watch that. So, and I didn't say anything disparaging about Bad Bunny. I just said it's not my style, but it was very entertaining. So, hi there, Morning Kicks.
Morning, Randy.
What's up? What, is this Sue Spurs?
It is.
I thought so. See how I remember voices so well?
You're so good.
I am.
Hey, so I was going to tell you, your Flonase, I don't know if you've done any research, but they say if you lean over, so like you face the floor as you shoot your Flonase up your nasal cavity.
Man, I'm glad you specified which cavity. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
That it gets there better, and you shouldn't sniff it. Like,
Shouldn't snort it up?
it needs to stay in
Well,
your
that
nose.
is crazy. They say, on the instructions that came with it, because I'd never used it before, it says give a hard snort. In fact, hold one side down and sniff as you do it. But lean your head over. Do you mean like face down or sideways? What do you mean lean my head over?
I mean, like, hinge at your hips. So
Yes.
You're like
Face forward.
an L.
Okay.
Yeah, face forward.
I gotcha. And that would put it up into that. I gotcha. I'll try that. And not to sniff it, just shoot it up in there. Hold on. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Here's Parmalee on KIX 102.5. Also, go ahead.
Also, the ENT that I talked to, he said if you don't point it straight up your nose, you're supposed to point it out towards like the outside of your nostril.
I did know that. Yes, I had done that. So it's supposed to point outward like this.
I don't know, I can't see.
Like in a V almost. Like if you put it in the nostril, point it out to the outside of your nostril. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did know that.
Good job.
Thank you.
And yeah, you left out the whole camper situation for DJ.
Oh, yeah.
How you missed all that.
So, yeah, he's trying to take her camper, too. But, well, the dog's the interesting part. Oh, he did take it, but illegally without permission, right? Right. So she's trying to get all that back. So we're wishing you the best. It'll be the day before Hootie Hoo Day that we'll find out. It'll be on Hootie Hoo Day. We'll find out how your trial went.
Yeah. He'll probably get a continuance or something.
Probably.
Anyway, I just figured I'd let you know about the Flonase. I'm getting ready to go do overtime at work. So
Oh.
I don't get to hear the end of Randy Day.
Oh, you're going to miss all the nudity, Suze. This is when we get naked, is over the... Excuse me. Over the next 30 minutes, you're going to miss all of it. DJ, did you know?
No.
Well, it's dinner and a show, you know.
Well, it would be breakfast and a show.
Breakfast and a show. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. All right, well, have a good day, Suze.
You too, bye.
Bye. Suze Boots is a relative newcomer to the group, but we love and I appreciate every single one of you. Janet said the weird thing she found in her pocket was a brand new putt pipe in a purse at Goodwill. Yeah, sure, you got it from Goodwill, Janet. That was yours, wasn't it? You smoking the devil weed? Mm-hmm. John said, have you ever spent the night at the station? He has filled in on mornings a few times, spent the night once during a winter storm because he had a 30-minute drive from his home to the office. Okay, John, interesting question. After the Joplin tornado, which I'm sure you've heard about, I would be here from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every single night covering live, and we were broadcasting simultaneously over all of our stations. We were the only communication source for the entire area. We handled all dispatching for emergency services over the airwaves. So they would listen on their radio, Tim. We would say, just got notice that the sheriff's department needs so-and-so to be at such and such site. We would also talk with people, giving them information. We did all that commercial free for over a week. And I would handle 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every night. So yes, I have. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Although today, Jen's not back. She is going to be coming back on Wednesday. So she'll be returning after her maternity leave. So, sorry, the DJ is in with me this morning. He is our new overnight guy who, ironically, will be starting on overnights on KIX this Wednesday morning, right, DJ?
Right.
Yeah, so he's in here today learning how not to do radio. I'm showing him all the things not to do. So that thing that I did over there in the corner a while ago, do not do that, okay? That'll get you in a lot of trouble.
Okay,
so
I won't
just
do that.
clarifying that. But he's in this morning filling in the role of Jen and doing a great job at it, too. Yeah, you're doing a wonderful job filling in as Jen.
Thank you.
For Jen. So anyway, we're talking today about the weirdest thing that you've ever found in your pocket or someone else's pocket. 623-1025 to tell us what's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your pocket.
Well, it wasn't actually in my pants pocket. It was in the seat pocket of my car, you know, on the back of the seat.
Yeah, I guess that qualifies. That's a pocket.
Get up in the morning to go get in my car, and all of a sudden I hear this weird little racket coming from inside my car. So I go search through my car, and when I look in the seat pocket, and I see at least 6 or 7 little baby raccoons in the seat pocket of my car.
Baby raccoons in his pocket.
Yep, baby raccoons.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your pocket?
Years ago, my wife had slipped it in my pocket.
Oh, no, don't let her do that. My wife constantly tries to slip it in my pocket, and I'm like, Now, I'm not falling for that a 5th time.
Yeah, I was at the store, went to get some change out of my pocket, and there was
It starts with change, and it ends up with home mortgages. What's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your pocket?
I found a pair of lace underwear. They weren't mine and my ex-husband.
Oh, right there, yes. And that is why he's an ex. What's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your pocket?
One of the best things I found in my pocket, it was a $50 bill.
That's like almost having an ATM in your pants. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Whoa, wait a minute. How would you use an ATM card? Would it get denied?
No.
Where would you slide? No, I don't even want to contemplate that. What's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your pocket? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. It's the 4 states #1 for country. So it's very different from voice tracking, isn't it? Everything's manual. Yeah, and I have to load all these beds in and everything when I come in the morning, so I stack everything up that's going to be playing. Hi there, Morning KIX. What is the weirdest thing that you've ever found in your pocket?
At a hospital, I got my jacket mixed up with somebody else, and when I reached my hand in my pocket, I pulled out an autopsy report.
Who was it for? No, don't tell us. We'll find out the hard way. Thanks for calling, man. Oh, man, here comes another one. I want you to watch editing over here in a second. Hi there, Morning KIX. What is the weirdest thing that you ever found in your pocket or someone else's pocket?
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, need to know, do you need coffee?
What a dumb question. Do I need what do you think the answer to that? Yeah. Yes, if you want to. A small one, though. Not very. Do you want a coffee? No, DJ doesn't want anything, but yes, a small coffee would be nice if you could.
I'm going to 7 Brew. I can do other drinks. Ask him what he wants.
He said he doesn't want anything.
Okay, are you hungry? Do you need Chick-fil-A?
No, I would love Chick-fil-A, but I do not need it, and I should not eat it. So, therefore, no, I do not want or need Chick-fil-A. But you're very kind to offer it, Sarara.
Well, I'm right here at Chick-fil-A.
I understand.
Randy, that's just when you take it.
I'm trying to eat healthy. I don't need it. Now, over the weekend, I eat very unhealthy. I ate pizza over the weekend. I had a brownie. I had coconut cream pie. So now I cannot have anything for the rest of the week. All I can eat is grass and cardboard. And that's what I'm on for the rest of the week. So.
Okay, DJ, do you want anything?
Do you want anything?
No, I'm good.
Thank you, though. She's such a sweetheart. She is.
Yes.
I have a gift card.
She has a gift card. Look at that. It's burning a hole in her pocket.
I'm good.
He says no.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I will be over there in just a little bit.
Okay, have them ring me back when you get here, or just if they want to send you on back, it's okay. But if they don't, if they want to check with me, then we'll tell them no, we do not know who she is, but we will take the coffee.
Oh. Okay, thanks.
All right, later, bye. So we've got, I don't know, John and I'm sorry, I'm forgetting names here. John and Janet, those of you that are coming on for the first time or maybe haven't been on here before and experienced, you'll see that we know our listeners a little too well. We're good friends with most of them. Most of them we've hung out with outside of the show, and we do that every so often. So every 3 or 4 months or so, we all get together and have lunch together. We're a very tight-knit community here on Morning Kicks. Awkwardly so, in fact, especially with Megan. And Jimmy is the only one that we do not acknowledge or have anything to do with because she dabbles in witchcraft and not the good witchcraft. Is there a good witchcraft? No, it's the kind that abducts children. And that's Jimmy. So, and then Woody, who did pop on, I was getting ready to mention Woody, and I'm like, he's probably not even on here today. Woody lives out near Las Vegas, and he watches from out there. Morning DJ and not anyone else. Morning internet, not friend Major. So Major sends presents. He sent me this knife so that I could cut Jim with it, but it's not sharp. And he sent us a number of other presents. You know what I have not done today, guys? Not one time. I have not sniffed the marker. Gosh. John says he's got some paid time off burning in his pocket. Maybe he'll have to visit Joplin at some point this winter. It keeps snowing here. John, what you ought to do is come down this summer. So this is the 100th anniversary of Route 66 this year. And we will be having the Route 66 Festival in Joplin. It's going to be huge. I know some of the details about this. Not only that, but it's also what is it called? It's the 150th birthday of the United States. So all of that's going to be combining for some really big events this summer. Hold on. Okay, DJ. Smell this and tell me. It's stout, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's stout. So now you're going to begin to see things that aren't there. It's a lot of fun. Gosh. So there's that. And then we have our oh no button. So when we have a brain fart, we can, and there's that. Steven sends Christmas cards to us. He does. Steven always does, which is why we never cut Steven. But Megan, we get close to her. The knife fight is on. Okay, come over here and watch this. I was going to show you what we do. So you're familiar with our editing. I'm also teaching DJ a little bit of how this works. So have you done any editing on Adobe? Yeah. Okay, so you know how this works. So do you use shortcuts? Because you can do work really, really fast when you know how to use it.
Tom tried to show me his, and he does it too quickly.
Yeah, well, I do it. You got to work pretty quick. So I have these shortcuts are set up that I've done myself. They make absolutely no sense, but I use like D for dynamics, G for graphic, EQ, H for hard limiting, What is E? Echo. R is for reverb. T is for time stretching. Y is for normalizing. I don't know why. P is for pan expand. A is for amplify. S is for silence. Z is for create silence. So we're going to amplify this by about 3. And then I also have W, which is, no, I don't want to use that. It's an ultra maximizer. We're going to use hard limiting on this. And there it is, ready to go. And you understand about the whole left, right, sending and combining. Okay. Then I'm not teaching him anything he doesn't already know. Okay, cool. I am going to do a little fade in there and let's listen.
At a hospital,
I don't like the,
At a hospital, I got my jacket mixed up with somebody else, and when I reached my hand in my pocket.
And this is too quiet, so we're going to amplify that a little bit more. Oh, that's too much.
Mixed up with somebody else, and when.
There's DJ in the...
We'll find out the hard way. The hard way.
There we go. And we'll just keep that one to play just for today. But I've got all these others that I've had archived, stockpiled. All right, back to your comments. Megan says we need Jen Tours to start back up. Does she have an all-terrain stroller for hubris? Oh my gosh, guys. Did I tell you about the name that she had when Slowberus? I'm not opposed to that name. I kind of like that name. So Jen's baby, which we found out it is a girl in spite of the name, she named her baby girl Winslow. Don't you think that seems abusive? I think that seems like bad parenting. That's definitely a bad choice. Winslow for a girl? What? Winslow is the name of a town in Arizona. So, thankfully, I'm here. And I gave the baby a wonderful name. The baby's name is Hubris Wiggle Fritz Cahoots. Now, that is a name that will end up conquering worlds, you know. And she, in her ingratitude and lack of sense, refused to acknowledge it or accept it. And I'm like, that's all right. It's already done. You don't have to do anything. I've already named your child. And she, the other day, when she called it Winslow, I said, you're saying the name wrong, Jen. And she said Winslowberus, where she combined hubris, you got to go hubris, with Winslow, and it came out Winslowberus. And I was like, that's beautiful. That is poetry right there. So anyway, Jen Tours, for those of you that don't know, am I going to teach DJ Kung Fu as well? Do you want to learn Kung Fu? I don't know Kung Fu, Woody. I know Kobayashi Shorinru. Do you want to learn? Yeah, you have to. Everybody that's new here has to learn. Sarara, I'm not corrupting DJ. I am giving him valuable life information. Don't sass me, or we will lock the doors when you get here. Hiya, Woody said. Hiya. Hiya, Woody. Hiya. Okay. You want to learn some karate? Oh, we're over here on camera 1 again.
Yeah, that's better.
There we go. Which camera can we use for this? Let's use camera 3, which is right here.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can move this over here. Go stand right up there.
Move this chair up.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do, I've got 50 seconds.
Hang on.
Yeah, here. Here, I'll close it.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to have to go
Oh, that sun is brutal.
a break before we can do this. Okay. You ready? Here, stand right here. Okay, what we're going to do, don't resist, okay? Come here. Stand facing me. Stand facing me. I want you to grab my wrist.
Okay.
Okay. Don't resist, DJ. I'll hurt your wrist.
Ow.
Don't resist.
Ow.
He's resisting. Yeah, you're not supposed to resist. Here, let me show you this one. Here. He's resisting. When I say don't resist, that means go with it. Because that hurts.
Yeah,
I think I popped a couple of bones there.
Yeah, you did.
So when people resist like that, KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, wanting to know what's the weirdest thing you ever found in your pocket. Here's Sam Hunt on KIX. 50 seconds. Yeah. So when people won't relax, what I usually do is kick them in the groin, and then they go right down. Megan. Holy cow. Did you see that? She's going to give Jen the first croissant. What the heck? She is so. Oh, there's Sarara. Who do you have with you? Do you have the baby with you? I do. She's got Liam with her. Thank you. You're welcome. Wait a minute. Is this black coffee? My gosh. And it's probably. I know I didn't, but I just. No.
I should have thought of that.
I'm glad you brought it, actually.
Hey, big guy. Hey.
I already got a smile.
He is the happiest baby. Oh, yeah, he is. Hey. Oh, no.
I made him cry.
He just wanted to sit out of the car seat. He's gotten so big.
He has grown a lot since we last saw him. Woody says, I know that move. It hurts.
Hello. Nice
He was resisting, too, so I know it hurts. That had to hurt.
Nice to meet you.
Sarara's a longtime KIX family member. Looky there. Looky there.
I got a jean jacket like you, Randy.
Look at those eyes.
Well, this is, that one is the perfect angle because all you can see is Liam and not me.
There you go. Which one? That's
on
the
right.
That's the vertical. Yeah, this is what they're seeing.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Look at him. We've got visitors.
Say hi.
He wasn't even holding his head up last time you were here.
No,
Is he crawling yet?
he's trying.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he told me hi last night.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say hi?
Not waving.
Hi.
Voice. You say hi.
Oh, he's got such a cute smile. He's like, don't make me look at him.
You can't have Randy's coffee.
Hey, do you want to play with the marker? Let's let him sniff the marker. What would
No.
that? What? Why not?
No.
Look. You want to try it?
No.
No, come on. Nobody lets me have any fun.
Don't let him corrupt you.
I don't corrupt anyone.
Yes, you do.
No,
If you're here long enough, you will.
I am a treasure. I am a treasure and a pleasure to be around.
Yes, you are, Brandy.
It says so right here on the label. Okay.
Because he's your boss.
Yeah. It's time to take some phone calls. Here we go. 5 seconds. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:37. It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be into the mid-70s. We got the Morning KIX Takeover, brought to you by Fast Monkey Auto, getting ready to happen in just 15 minutes. So there's still time for you to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and make your song picks before we start playing them back. But we're talking today about... We're wanting to know, what is the weirdest thing that you've ever found in your pocket or someone else's pocket? 623-1025 to text or tell us, what's the weirdest thing you ever found in a pocket?
At a hospital, I got my jacket mixed up with somebody else, and when I reached my hand in my pocket, I pulled out an autopsy report.
No.
Who was it for? No, don't tell us. We'll find out the hard way. What's the weirdest thing that you've ever found in your pocket?
Well, my grandson took a fish from school in preschool, and he wanted to bring it home, put it in the fountain at home, so he stuck it in his pocket, took it out of the fish tank because he wanted it for home. They were missing the fish for weeks, and it was in his pocket.
In his pocket.
He wanted to bring it home because he wanted to put it inside the fountain because he really liked the fishies, and he wanted to bring them home.
Yeah, when he got home, you put it in the fishbowl. You're like, oh, look, it learned to swim on top of the water.
Yeah, we finally found it.
What is the craziest thing you ever found in your pocket?
A hole in mine.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I found a hole in my pocket.
Did you take it out of your pocket and use it somewhere else?
No, I just left it in there.
It's a good place for it, actually.
Yeah.
You know, scientists have been looking for years for the whole space-time continuum and the black hole theory principle. They didn't know that all this time it's been residing in little boys' pockets.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing that you ever found in your pocket?
I've got chickens. I put a couple eggs in my pocket and with my cell phone, and I knew the minute that I turned that I should not have done that because when I put my hand in there was egg yolk all over my cell phone.
Oh, man. Be glad it was egg yolk and not further developed. That would have been disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing you were using your insurance on that one?
Yeah, but my phone was okay.
Just a little sticky on that side, and you had an urge to eat an omelet every time you used it.
Exactly.
What's the craziest thing that you ever found in your pocket? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. It's the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. Okay. It's exhausting. It's sweating. Oh, ha. Yeah, Suze was asking, is it really hot? I know, and I just, me.
Enjoyed your explanation.
Yeah, the whole Diffling pin diaphragm friction. Yeah, it sounds valid. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he has no clue what's going on because he rarely ever comes and visits us. Slacker is right. Yeah, so DJ is going to be taking over. He's going to be the late night guy. DJ, Late Nights with DJ. And he's starting Wednesday morning at midnight to 6 a.m. So now there is a trick to staying awake all night, Woody, right?
No, tell me the trick.
The trick is a combination of two things. It is this,
Yes.
large amounts of caffeine and coffee, and this, sniffing the marker. Here, smell that. Come on, Sarara won't smell the marker. No. You are right here. You can experience it firsthand. Aren't you curious what it smells like?
No.
Here, let me waft it. I'm just going to waft it.
I teach junior high. Do you really think I don't know what a marker smells like?
Not this one. This is the Magnum. Magnum. That's how they drew Tom Selleck's mustache on during that show. The Magnum marker. Because it's bigger.
I roll my eyes a lot when I'm here.
Well, you know what will help with dry eye? Is if you take the marker and you can put on like there, it will actually help lubricate the eye. Why you lied to me? Suze, I didn't lie to you so much as I colored the truth with this marker. I colored the. She was like, "What? You lied to me, Randy? What? You believed everything I said, Suze Booze? Show up to where the app? What do you mean show up to where? Oh, here comes Sarara.
Suze, you can't believe anything Randy says.
That is not true. Every word that comes out of my mouth is a relative truth. It is relative to what I say. What are you talking about? You can't believe. What have I ever lied about?
The mic.
She said I lied about the mic. The mic, it is a hot mic. Okay, Sarara is exceptionally frigid. That's what I've heard anyway, and that is how she's countering the wind. She has a very cold nature. Suze is like, no. Cherokee says, baby looking at you like you're insane. Cherokee! That's the first time I think Cherokee's ever commented.
Yeah, I think him is crazy.
You think I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy? Hi. Look in there. Look at.
See the smiles. He recognizes good humor when he sees it.
Oh, I wouldn't say good humor, but
He's in his own reality. I don't know what you're talking about, Suze Booze. My reality is the reality. Just like every other psychopath, it's my world. You're just lucky to live in it.
Yeah, he's reaching and everything.
You know, I have so much life experience to share with you people that you're very lucky to draw from all of my experience. John says, who took the day off work today? Me. John did, but not for the reason you think. Yeah, this day, we were talking about this earlier, that more people are taking the day off, where did it go, than ever have before on any other day. So today they were averaging 26.2 million Americans are taking the day off today.
Hey!
He's staring at you.
He's going to help me. Yeah, he's like, I've decided this guy might be all right. Hey, you want to hold the knife? Here, hold the knife. Looky. You can put it in your mouth.
Red.
He will.
He's going to hold the knife. Look, yes, he's holding the dagger. This is from Woody. Oh, yeah, he's got it. Yeah.
You know, everything goes to his mouth now, right?
That's the rule. So, whoops, don't drop the knife. That'll get you cut by a Filipino. We let the baby hold the knife. That's the kind of show we have.
It's crazy, huh? Yes.
Wait till he grabs that stash and pulls. Nah, Betty Mae Cherokee said, yeah, he'll have to get a grip. My mustache is not very long.
He could get your beard. He
Oh.
gets his daddies all the time.
He could get the beard. Randy, Kathy, that is racist, okay? That's sizeism right there, Kathy. She said, that smile that he's giving you is more of, look, he's my size. That's offensive, Kathy.
And he's almost got your
got more hair than he does.
Randy, John said, Randy, was this a lower watch Super Bowl? I forget if you mentioned the ratings from last night. I think it is going to be one of the lower watch because Patriots and Seahawks no one was expecting. I agree with you on that, but they don't know what the actual ratings returns were on the entire Super Bowl yet. I've not seen any of that. I have seen halftime show numbers. And I don't know, again, for the Bad Bunny show, I don't know how many they had. I know they had over 6.1 million viewers for the Kid Rock alternative halftime show.
Which I wish I would have watched.
Cherokee, my gosh, what the heck? Says the baby is taller. Not by much. Not by much. Morning, Dorinda. Woody says, Randy's moving at 10 times the speed today. What's going on? Well, she brought me more coffee, and I've been sniffing the marker, Woody.
It's the marker.
Overstimulated. Shut up, Megan. You don't know. You have no clue. You do not know. You're not my mom. Whee! Oh, Sarara just dropped the baby. Said, please put me down. Don't hurt me.
No, he wants his bear rattle.
Yeah, he does. Put that in my mouth.
He may be getting hungry.
Remember when you were small and you thought that anything that was entertaining or good or of value whatsoever needed to go into your mouth? I was a junior in college before I learned that's not what you do.
You actually learned that? Oh, that's right. Now you just sniff things.
Well, it's a good way to consume without consuming. You take the marker, you give it a whiff. Megan don't know nothing. She doesn't even know what color her truck is.
No, you just followed the wrong blue truck.
Well, if she would have had it the right color, I would not have been following the wrong one, would I?
You were following blue. Her truck is blue.
But it was the wrong blue.
That's your fault.
What is it?
There's an actual story behind that, DJ.
Oh, okay. I got you, Dorinda. I won't say a word. I want to see this. So, Dorinda, come here and look at this, Sarara. Oh, that is cool. Dorinda, I can't say anything. So she just did that.
Oh, gorgeous.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. So I will say again, we talked a lot about it earlier. She saw Megan's snow pictures, what he said, and was like, no, thank you. Don't you guys get snow out there? Desert snow, Woody, where you're at?
Desert snow.
Well, it snows in the desert, especially late at night. It gets miserably cold in the desert. We were talking about my couch replacement. Oh, she sent another picture of it. And letting you guys know that I'm selling my couch if somebody wants it. Oh, there's the backside. Dorinda's got to show her backside. Wow. Always showing your backside, aren't you?
That is gorgeous. She's so talented.
She really is. That is very impressive, Dorinda. So it's
I'm jealous.
We can't give any of the details because this involves a gift for someone. So we don't want to spoil the surprise. 10 seconds. Oh, we really should be taking our break right now. But we're not going to. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jim. Wanting to know what is the weirdest thing that you've ever found in your pocket or someone else's pocket? 623-1025 to tell us. Here's Cody Johnson on KIX. Post. Almost. Yeah, Woody says nothing like that. We get specks of snow, and that's it. There is still snow on the ground, I think. Is there? There's still drifts, even though over the weekend it was like in the 60s.
It's where they've plowed and piled it up.
Yeah. So yesterday, I know I had to park in a parking lot, and there was still a big pile of snow there. And I'm like, that's going to be there until Wednesday of next week. So Woody goes, out here we go. Is that snow or dandruff?
Probably dandruff.
Shake your head. It's a winter wonderland. That's what I'm doing. I'm drinking. This is so good. She said it is on the group's private message if other people want to go see what Dorinda did. And she's going to, you know what you did, Dorinda. and you think about it, you just sit there and think about what you did. You believe the one stupid email that I got?
Oh, complaining.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I would rather that person went away and did not participate in the show or consume or listen whatsoever.
I don't really understand what they were mad about.
They said that I was politically slanted and that I was promoting the Kid Rock show over the Bad Bunny show, saying that the Bad Bunny show got awful ratings. I did not say that.
No, you just
I did not
presented facts.
Information. I did not show an opinion one way or the other. I did not watch the Kid Rock show. I did not. I saw a little highlight of it, and that's all that I've seen. So thank you for your bad attitude.
We tried putting
your mom
captions on during the Bad Bunny show so we could
did it do
what he's saying. No, it put it in Spanish.
Right.
It's like, great.
The that person's mother doesn't like them either. Okay, guys, tomorrow on the show, we are going to be talking about your first kiss. DJ, you ever been kissed? You've been kissed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What was your first kiss like? Was it gross?
Yeah.
Mine was too. So I was like 4 years old, 5 years old when the girl at the babysitter's kissed me and she had pizza in her mouth and I almost threw up. It was disgusting. So we're going to talk about your first kiss. Was it the amazing foot lifting thing, ladies, that you thought it would be? Or was it just gross and you didn't see it coming and you had to go talk to human resources afterward? Here we go. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:51. It's going to be sunny and ridiculously warm today. Highs are supposed to get up to around 75. We do have rain coming at the latter part of this week that we'll tell you more about in the next hour. Plus, the Morning KIX Takeover is getting ready to start. Brought to you by Fast Monkey Auto. Still time for you to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and make your song picks before we start playing it back. But we're talking about the craziest thing that you've ever found in your pocket at 623-1025. What's the most ridiculous, craziest thing that you've ever found in a pocket?
Well, actually, I found it in my ex's pocket, and that was fish guts.
Fish guts?
Yeah.
Oh, where am I going to put these fish guts?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I got an idea. What's the craziest thing you've ever found in a pocket?
Lip gloss from my daughter. She used to leave lip gloss, but the bad thing was when it went through the washer and dryer, then it went all over her dad's post office shirts and stuff. So
Oh, no.
that was just wonderful to see all the bright colors of all over his shirt.
Yeah, but look how glossy it all looked.
Oh, yeah, it was marvelous. Okay.
What's the craziest thing you've ever found in your pocket?
I was sitting there talking to a friend of mine, and my daughter, she was 4 at the time. She wanted to put something in my pocket, and I wasn't paying attention. And I was like, okay, thank you, baby, thank you. And a little bit later, I would go to stick my hands down in my pant pocket, and my pants are stuck together with bubble gum.
Bubble gum. Yeah, piece of gum for your pocket.
It was not unchewed. It was chewed.
It was a chewed piece of bubble gum. Here, Mom,
Yeah.
hold this for me. What is the craziest thing that you've ever found in a pocket?
A squished frog.
Oh, no. Whose pocket was it in?
My son.
Of course.
Of course. He was about 4 years old and did laundry, and I reached in his pocket. There was a dead squished frog.
Yeah, could you imagine the horror that went through that frog's mind right before he died, though? He's like, what is happening to me right now? Please, God help me. 623-1025. What's the craziest thing that you've ever found in a pocket? You can text or tell us there, or you can tell us on Facebook. Got the Morning KIX Takeover, brought to you by Fast Monkey Auto, getting ready to start in 4 minutes on the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. DJ knows what I'm going to say before I even say it. You can see him over there. He's like right in sync with me. All right, guys. So tomorrow we are going to be talking about your first kiss. So be thinking about that. Oh, she's waving. There you are. There you are. And also, we're going to be getting ready for Valentine's Day with a Valentine's Day gift idea. If you really want to show your loved one that you care about them, then I have got a gift idea. We'll tell you about it at 7:35. Plus, we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day cards. Do not buy Valentine's Day cards. That's the whole reason we have Valentine's Day, is because of the greeting card industry. And we will have cash for you to win with the secret sound at 7:20, $1,202.50. Everybody say bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.